see me on YouTube because it's kind of staticky and bad here. I have a bad service, but I want to inform you guys. Fudge. Disgusting. But I want to inform you guys. I'll be talking about today's live stream about life. It's fuck. What am I trying to say? It's about living as adults. You know, like what is life like? What is for like growing up as children into adulthood? Oh, this is not right, man. I'm not kidding you guys. I don't know how to. So, what I'm trying to say is, guys, living as an adult, like when you graduate high school or something, like when you go to kindergarten, elementary. No, you go to elementary school first, and then go up to middle school. In high school, after you graduate, you get a job. What is like losing your friends? You know, it's really sucks for me. I realize I need to let people go. I've been wasting time on people calling. You know. I prefer to switch to landline phones. Why? Because texting is not reliable anymore. So I realized is texting could lead to overwhelm people, misunderstandings, but you know, like when you grown up, you just can't find no one to talk to. It sucks. It sucks, people. I've been through that, but I just want to come from a good place. Help you guys to cope. I've been through a lot, like social media. Social media is a coping mechanism, you know. Like when you look for dating, you know, I used to been through that. But there's a lot of weirdos out there you should not be doing. You know, you gotta take your aspects with your life without no social media. You got to hide from yourself. You know, meet new people in person. You know, like I went to church this morning, but you gotta realize is I'm become a different adult. You know, how's it going, people? I'm not mad. I'm just see how you guys doing. I'm here to talk about life in general. So, what is like to live as an adult? Like when you grow up, if you're a children, you go to schools and you go to high school and you graduate after 12th grade, and then you get a job, right? You know, the reason why I'm talking about this, your friends might be gone, people. I gotta warn you, but I've been through this since COVID hit. All these years, like 2020 has been a hell of a year for me, but we're in 2025. It's been sucky. You know, I don't work. I just make YouTube for a living. But I have to warn you about social media. It's not a good place to be on. Like, you could meet new people, but they're not real. Okay? I'm not here to talk about what happened, but people think I'm crazy, but you know what I mean. Scammers, you know? But I'm trying to be mindful of my words, my stumble words. But you gotta understand this, people. You gotta set boundaries against your phone and everything. It's important to protect yourself. You know? As a human being, you gotta teach yourself. You gotta teach yourself to take care, drive a car. I don't drive right now, but I have epilepsy. But life is full of up and downs, people. It's not easy. It will lead to serious stress and anxiety. You know? You just gotta understand the aspects. You know? Like I'm here in my town, right? I'm at the country, but I'm not in the country, I'm at the town. I realize there's some good community events here. You know? There's lots of good stuff out there. You could go to the gym here in town, work out, but I would not recommend meeting new people because something happened I shouldn't be doing, but you can't go asking for phone numbers, you know? I realized I was in my own world, you know? Just like I said, people, meeting new people is not easy. But sometimes I go to bars, like, to make myself happy. I drink sodas, but not booze. You know, beers, but not beers. But I make my own beverages from pine needles, you know. So you guys, if you're living your life, like I said, if you grow up from a kid into an adult, jobs are important for your life to make money, income. I know money doesn't make you happy, but you just got to respect your boundaries. Just don't let it get to you, because I know money sucks, but money's for like paying off your rents, pay off your dues, bills, utilities. You just got to realize life is aspects, you know. Think about God. God is our important life and savior, right? Just realize God is here with us today. Just pray for him. Say, hey, Lord, I appreciate I'm worried about my bills, but I don't live in my own apartment. I live off my parents' shoes. You know, I live their shoes. I've been living my life since I was a kid. But you just got to realize you got to teach yourself some manners. Okay? You could do is go to church, make your life a living being, and believe in yourself, and believe in God. Be true to yourself. I gotta tell you, people, it's not easy for me in the past. You know, I realized I've been wasting my time on these social medias, meeting new people. There's no people exist on the social media. They're just full of scammers. You know? I do want to become a photographer one day with my phone as a camera. You just gotta realize photographing is important. Okay? Just like I said, people, you gotta live your life. Just don't contact people with their numbers. Don't. Just leave their numbers alone, okay? Don't delete people's numbers, because like your friends might need you, they contact you, you might know who they are anymore, you know? If you delete their phone number, don't. You know, just leave it alone. Leave your phone on silent. You don't need that damn thing. You know? You just gotta live your life without being contacted, you know? Sometimes people get busy. Sometimes I don't trust other people anymore, you know? I realized I shouldn't be trusting people right now, because people don't respond right away, you know? I would be fiery. My advice is text less. Like, below 11%. Text less. Like, one each week. And just leave it alone forever. Leave it alone. Don't contact that person again. You never know, she's not interested in talking to you. Okay? You see? Nature. Oh my God. So you guys, that's why you gotta be careful, protecting yourself. It's about survival, living in a town, you know. They're gonna be full of mean people from here, you know. If you're from my town, if you know me, just stop being rude to me. But I'm a nice guy. Just understand about my perspectives. Okay? Well. Who's this? Oh, I thought it was a scammer, but I get confused who this person is. Sorry about that. So you guys, if you want to live your life, first you got to do is go to church, believe in yourself, believe in God. If you don't believe in God, you're going to regret it, man. I've been through a lot of depression, you know, over the years, you know. I lost friends too, you know. I still have friends though, but they never get contact me anymore. They're busy, right? You know. There's no communication anymore. But we still have internet, we still have phone service, we still have electricity, but you gotta realize people don't contact you anymore. Okay? I'm broadcasting this for a reason, to let you guys know. You gotta be mindful of people's boundaries. You should not be talking to people anymore, you know. I used to be such an ass all the time over the years, you know. Mr. Fatty Pants, you know. I realize I'm losing all my weight. See? I'm doing a good job. Like I said, stay off these caffeine drinks. It's not good for you. Because it concerns me and leads to depression and unstable mood swings, okay? Like, if your seizure medicine's doing this to you, you got to stay off those things. But seizure medicines are important to protect your seizures, you know? All these years, guys, I used to film a lot for my YouTube channel. I was back in high school, but not inside high school. But I don't take my phone to high school because I don't want to get my phone taken away. I just leave it alone on the charger, you know? High school's been suck. High school has been suck for my life. Like bullies, you know, you got to deal with it until you get through this. It's not easy. It's not easy, friends. I'm telling you, it's not easy. You got to get through this. You got to put your guard on your heart and tell God, hey, I'm trying to get through with this. You got to let God help you, people. Let your parents help you. Let them handle it. Okay? Don't ask for friends for help, but unless they listen attentively. But you got to trust your parents, man. Or family, whatever. Who's that? You gotta realize, people, life is full of ups and downs, okay? But what is this? I don't like people staring at me like that. But I like making videos, you know? I like making you guys happy and laugh. I enjoy with you guys a lot over the years. My words are stumbling again. You see, guys, that's what happens every time I speak, and my damn words come stumbling out of my mouth. You gotta think what you say, you know? But I'm on an electric scooter, though. Oh, damn it, my fat ass can't move. Let me park all the way to the church area. Alright. I'm just gonna park right there. There we go. So you see, guys, that's why I stopped meeting new people. But you gotta realize, you gotta let people go, man. People have their own lives. I hate when I say that too. It pisses me off, but you gotta realize, you gotta let people go. Just let them text you back sometime, okay? Life is full of up and downs, man. It's not easy for me too, but you gotta understand, people have their own boundaries. You know? You gotta understand is, as a man, you gotta keep a track of time and your weight loss. Make sure you put your keys where you got it. Don't be a loser, man. You know? Just believe in God. As I realize, I have faith in my faith. You gotta understand is, let people go. I tell the person will come along when the time is right, okay? I know it sucks, man, but sometimes I know my time is not coming. It's not easy. Just run along, do your thing, go to a golf course or something, go work out, you know, or volunteer, okay? Just realize, say, oh, am I overstepping boundaries? by messaging constantly, just let it go, okay? Oh, I do play video games, yes. But not all the time, though. These are not good things for health. You know, see, outside is important for vitamin D and vitamin C from stuff. But thanks for asking. I do play video games once in a while. I play like Minecraft, GTA 5, lots of good things. You just gotta understand the aspects of life, you know. What did you do today? I've been going through. Now, I've been to church this morning right there, helping people. Not Feedmore, the worship. Chilling, helping people out here in my church right there where I'm sitting at. That's what I did today. I went to the grocery store, and right now, after I'm done my nuggets, I just came here to make another live stream instead. It's called killing your time. What it means, you guys, if your daylight savings time starts slowing down, you got something to do, right? You need to find something to do. Like, you just cannot be on your phone all the time, you know? Be on your phone leads to serious consequences like depression, anxiety. It's not good for your health. You know, what concerns me, you know, people on their cell phones, it bothers me, you know? It bothers me. It's not good for you because it makes me a little anxious, you know? But I thank you for appreciating you agree with me on that. But look at me, I'm on my cell phone live streaming, right? That's for my example. Oh my. Bloody hell's hot out here. You gotta realize this. Be on the cell phone, it's not a good thing. Okay? I'm not trying to be an idiot or something. I'm just trying to let you know it's not good for you. Because cell phones are part of social medias as well. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. It used to be Twitter, but I forgot what it was. But, I don't know. Snapchat's a social media, YouTube as well. But people don't exist anymore. It's just full of scammers. You could ask for people in social media for in person. You get to know that person well, but they don't exist anymore, man. The world is full of digital people. The world is going digital. Look at this. People on their phones. It's sad. It is sad, man. Look at this. People on their cell phones listening to music at workout. This is sad, man. This is sad. You know? There's nothing you can't stop this person from getting on the cell phone. There's nothing you can't do. You know? People on their cell phones all the time. But I tried my best, but I said, you know what? I'll leave this person alone instead. Just let that be, okay? It's kind of sad when people on their cell phones, when you don't get that noted person, like a girl or something, she's on her cell phone, like if you're on the first date. I never dated before, but I would say my dating life is over. But I want to focus on myself, my journey, my weight loss journey, but it has to wait. The dating has to wait forever. But I'm kind of stressed right now, but I'm trying to get through it. But you just gotta understand it, guys. You can't control people. They say, hey, get off that phone. She's not gonna listen to you, man. Just my example. I'm not trying to be manipulated. Just realize, leave it alone, okay? Alright, guys, I have to go. I'm starting to feel exhausted. I'm going to get something to drink. Alright, guys, have a good rest of your evening. I'm sorry for the short live stream. Thanks for watching.